And joining us in the studio now is City of Austin Mayor Pro Tem, who also represents District 2, Vanessa Fuentes. Good morning. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Okay, so let's start. There's always a lot of talk right now about the wildfire threat, of course, with what happened yesterday. How is the City of Austin prepared to handle something like this?
Yes, well, wildfire preparedness is top of mind for us here at the City of Austin. We know that Austin Metro is in the top 5 of wildfire risk, so it's an issue that we take seriously. And I'm really pleased that with yesterday's red flag warning, we had a text message go out to everyone in Austin. Hopefully you're on our list and got it. Good. Our city staff and personnel, including our first responders, have all gone through training exercises, and especially for our firefighters, they've gone through specialized training for wildfire. But you know, 90% of wildfires are human caused, so the best thing we can do is to ensure that we're taking the precautions that we need to mitigate the risk.
Yeah, and hopefully everyone did that yesterday.
Yeah, so. I think it's top of mind for a lot of people after what we saw in Los Angeles. So thank you for being on top of that.
We are back with City of Austin Mayor Pro Tem Vanessa Fuentes.
Yeah, District 2, which you represent, encompasses the Austin-Bergstrom International Airport. Obviously, a lot of things that happen at airports across the nation, but especially at ABIA, we're starting to see a lot of those air traffic control issues, layoffs as well. What are some of the things that you're seeing?
Well, the layoffs that we're seeing across the aviation sector throughout the nation has been extremely troubling and concerning. We especially need a fully staffed air traffic controller program. We have a great Congressman, Lloyd Doggett. He has been raising the flag about this issue on our behalf for a while now. So certainly, for me, ensuring that we have proper staffing is important. Also, the other concern that I have is the risk that we have in federal funding. We have over $300 million of federal funding that is needed for the expansion of our airport. You know, we're an active airport expansion program. But nevertheless, we are continuing to ensure the safety of our airport. I brought forward a measure that took a look at an on-the-ramp ramp control program as a way to help mitigate any, don't want any aircraft collisions, and so having additional personnel on the ground would help in that safety of our passengers and of our workers.
Yeah, I know we had a close call about 1.5 years ago, so I think that's top of mind for a lot of viewers out there. You also represent Del Valle. The community has previously been identified as a food desert, meaning that there's not a lot of H-E-Bs or Walmarts for people in that community.
Yeah, so can you talk to us about kind of what's being done to attract grocery stores to that area?
Yeah, well, you know, I firmly believe that everyone should have access to healthy, affordable food. But the reality is that for many of our families who live in Del Valle, they don't have that option. They don't have that choice. And a lot of Del Valle folks want the H-E-B to be built. Unfortunately, H-E-B has shared that they're not moving forward on the location that's further out east. But nevertheless, we are going to persist in addressing food insecurity. One of the measures that I brought forward my first year on council is exploring the creation of a grocery co-op, a community-owned grocery store co-op. And in a few months, we're going to launch that pilot program in Del Valle. And so I'm really proud of the efforts there to ensure that the community is involved and that this is one way that we can address food insecurity. Also looking at food pantries, and Central Texas Food Bank and other organizations have really stepped up to also address the need. Awesome.
Okay, well, so we have South by, well, it's here. It's here now.
The EDU part.
The EDU part, yeah. I mean, it's the music festival that really gets going. That's happening this weekend. And also the Austin Convention Center as well, with the expansion happening there.
That's right. By the end of the month, the Convention Center will be closed down for the remodeling. It won't be reopened until 2029. What can you tell us about that project?
Yes, well, I'm telling everyone to soak up South by this year. It's our last year in this existing convention center. We're going to be closed for a number of years, but when we return in 2029, South by is going to have a new look and feel because that convention center, they just unveiled the designs. It looks amazing. It really is going to be a convention center that meets Austin to where we are today as a world-class city, and it's going to be built sustainably, really aligned with our Austin values. You know, South by is an incredible event that we have here in our city. It attracts tourists from all over the world into our city. And I've had conversations with South by organizers. They have a plan in place for what next year will look like.
Okay.
So I'm excited that we get to experience this for the next few days.
Yeah, I mean, South by is all about tech and things like that. So we can do it. We can do it. Absolutely. Well, that's going to be exciting to see. Mayor Pro Tem Vanessa Fuentes, you also represent District 2 in Southeast Austin. Those of you that don't know, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and get the latest news by downloading the CBS Austin News app.